YouTube is just really just shit in the bed right now. All right, guys, let's just get into it. I realized there's like at least one person waiting that just got extremely rugged just now because the live just started and then it ended. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about Permissionless. Your boy actually flew over here down to Austin, Texas, and I'm gonna be attending the one of crypto's biggest conferences. I actually went to Permissionless last year, and it was actually like a wonderful time. I loved it. So I'm really excited to be here again, and hopefully, meet some crypto people, maybe meet some of you guys if you guys are going to Permissionless, and pretty much all that fun stuff. So we'll see. But funny enough, by the way, before I even get into the permissionless stuff, I don't know if you guys saw, but Vitalik literally just got hacked on Twitter. I guess some scammer or something, went ahead and posted like, kind of like a fake Twitter link, like leading to some sort of siphoning for people's wallets. Poor people, bro. I heard someone lost like two crypto punks from that actually. So it is a shame. By the way, sorry for moving the phone too much. So yeah, Permissionless 2023. I'm actually here in Austin now, hot as hell. But I'm looking forward to meeting people at the conference tomorrow. I think going to crypto conferences has to be like one of my favorite things to do. I just recently got back into crypto Twitter for some of you guys who may not know. But I tell you, man, there's nothing like going to a crypto conference, talking with the people there, meeting the people from your favorite teams. It's funny, like your first crypto conference is always like a magical experience. Because it's like you have this online world finally actually clashing together. I definitely think that's why that's definitely what makes me bullish about them. So we'll see. I'll be attending some side events. I'll be working throughout the week either way, but definitely excited to meet some of the L2 teams, some of the other L1 teams as well. A lot of interesting stuff. I think is going to be a lot of interesting people are going to be around. The other big conference happening at the same time is Token 2049, all the way in Singapore, I think. Singapore? Yeah, and then I think Korean Blockchain Week was like last week. Pretty much like if you end up getting into this industry very, very seriously, you'll end up going to a conference literally every other week, which is why I wouldn't do that, obviously, because I wouldn't get anything done if I did that. But yeah, so we'll see, guys. I don't know. I think I'm feeling a little more, as you see, I've been posting a lot more videos on YouTube recently, trying to broaden my horizons a little bit. Obviously, a lot of the content that I'll be posting is mainly, Arbitrum and stuff and whatnot related, Arbitrum Ethereum related. But at the same time, I also want to kind of make sure that, we're hitting a different audience of people that may be interested in other things. And while my takes may always be somewhat relatively biased, it is what it is. Your boy works at a company that at the end of the day, it's what we're building on Ethereum with Arbitrum. So we'll see, and I think that's why these conferences are cool, right? Because you get to meet like you actually start to realize that you are not the only like Twitter makes you think that you're in like this bubble, right? Of people that maybe and like that's it, but in all reality, it's just not the case, right? I mean, crypto is this wide, huge freaking, industry, of course, that where people like L1s, L2s, etc. And it's only gonna get bigger. So we'll see. I think there's definitely a place to be a maxi, but at the same time, it's good to be a little bit level-headed. You don't always got to be a maxi on one thing or the other, but we'll see. And let's see what happens to the market, by the way, dude. Listen, we got loans coming back in hot and heavy, and your boy's feeling a little bit, I'm personally just actually very, very excited about the Arbitrum DAO kind of getting finally back into not back, but people are starting to kind of put things in the forums, propose things. Someone the other day proposed like a $75 million incentive program. And then I think even today, someone proposed like the ability to stake ARB or something like that. Again, obviously, I have no say in any of this stuff. I don't participate in governance myself, but it's really cool seeing people get involved and like actually throwing their hats in the ring. I think that's like probably got to be one of the most interesting things about about like crypto and DAOs, I guess, right? That pretty much anyone can technically contribute to a DAO, right? Because that you don't need tokens to propose things. You don't need tokens to kind of chime in on a topic, right? And that's where all votes and stuff kind of stem from, like forum proposals. And that's why I think like that's actually what gets me really really excited. Like forum proposals and stuff like that. I think there's definitely a world where like okay, so I think for DAOs you have two different types of DAOs, right? You have DAOs that from the very beginning, they're structured in a way that like it's the founding team or like the foundation, behind, let's say like initially behind the project, puts like some sort of framework or whatnot in place for the DAO, so they have some sort of kind of jump off point once the DAO is formed, and obviously that helps mainly just because people historically are not good at organizing themselves unless they have like one or two people to kind of delegate. But yeah, you have the other extreme opposite, and in this case, this is kind of where I think the Arbitrum DAO falls in, where it's like you pretty much have this from the start, like there really wasn't much direction at all involved in that DAO at all, which is why it took like what it's September now, right? Which is why it's taking literally like months for almost anything to happen like within the DAO. And I say anything to happen as in like because there have been a bunch of proposals already and votes, but when I say that I mean kind of like for people to really kind of start actually chiming in the broader community and really putting their voice in. Because I tell you, man, it's if there's one thing that hasn't changed in like the past couple of years I've been in crypto, and I'm sure that'll never change, is like it's just it's like how big of a factor marketing is, man. I tell you, like, and I don't want to, unless you push me, I don't want to get too deep into the protocols that I think do a lot more marketing than tech work, but my God, it's honestly insane that in 2023, there like there are very little crypto videos that are out there that educate people on the tech itself, which is horrible if you ask me. And then B, that like I think because of that, there's very little knowledge on the amount of decentralization that certain protocols have over others. And that's a very big deal, right? I mean, even if you're looking at this from like, I'm not saying you should be or that I am, but even if you are looking at this from like an investment perspective, I would assume that's probably a big deal, right? I mean, maybe not, right? I mean, like maybe pumponomics are different than tokenomics, right? I don't know, but that's what I would say, and I think that's why I'm just so excited to see stuff finally get kicked off, Because, dude, I tell you, I remember like last year. No, it wasn't even last. Like me, year and a half, 2 years ago, when like DAOs were finally becoming like a big thing, right? Like, but quote unquote DAOs, right? They were literally just a group of people with a social token. Like when Friends with Benefits was coming up, and that was kind of when like the apes were kind of the board apes were kind of becoming a popular thing. I tell you, man, that was such a weird time in crypto. Like if you just rewind history back a little bit and you kind of like just look at everything from like an overview, it's like Jesus, we were paying 130 ETH for a picture of an ape. I love it, bro. Literally only in this industry. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know, and again, and I think that's what I love about the conferences, though, right? Like that. But I apologize for hopping all over the place, but this is how my brain thinks. That's what I love so much about the conferences is that you have that same kind of like hype and same kind of energy for the people, when you go to a conference, right? I mean, even if you're not aligned with the people, everyone at the conference, you just see all this excitement, you see all this like energy, you see all this dedication, the talks, the people that you meet, the founders that you meet, all in one kind of like area or arena, depending on how big it is. I tell you, dude, it's like a big internal motivator, I think, for a lot of people. And it's why I think even in the depths of a bear market, in 2023, conferences are just as powerful as they were in like the height of the bull. I mean, I remember ETH Denver last year. Was that last year that I went to ETH Denver? I think last year when I went to ETH Denver, that was huge. I mean, they had it in like this like castle or something over there, and man, like I remember like that thing was packed. It was insane. I remember we had to man 2 booths. But that was kind of like bull season, I think, right? Was that kind of bull season? It actually was, yeah. That was like low key, like bull, like bull season, I think, for the Arbitrum ecosystem, but like kind of coming back down from the all-time high for the broader ecosystem. But now, obviously, today it's like everything is down tremendously. But I still think there's going to be a lot of hype and excitement. The only thing, though, that I think is that actually in between now and sorry, I should say for this week is that obviously this week we have Bankless, we have Permissionless, which is where I'm going, and then we have Token 2049, which is like I mentioned, Singapore, happening at the same time. That's my only kind of little doubt. Like I'm not sure if like I don't think I'm going to see that many people here this time around versus last time, just because like I guess like, these guys just happen to schedule 2 really big conferences in the same week. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just hoping that like the heat doesn't kill me. It's like 100 degrees outside, and that we just meet some cool people. Meet some founders, meet some people, just talk. Maybe hopefully do a little bit less of BD. You know what I mean? A little BD is okay, but not too much BD. Sometimes you just want to hang out, talk crypto, and not have this underlying kind of salesy element to it. But then that's literally crypto, right? That's all crypto. That's, by the way, why I think that Web 2 hates crypto. By the way, I think that's why. It's because like literally I think like a regular person, when they hear about crypto, all they think about is like, oh, okay, like this guy is showing me this type of crypto or this type of blockchain because they're gonna benefit if I buy it, or like they'll get rich off of me kind of thing, which they're not wrong, I guess, right? I mean, to a certain extent, right? Like, I mean, one guy buys, I don't know, let's say one guy buys like a meme coin doesn't mean everyone else is gonna get rich, but I think that definitely pisses Web 2 people off a lot. But it's funny because it's like anything else, right? It's like when you're showing like a camera or like like a laptop or like the newest iPhone. It's like Apple's benefiting from it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, would you rather a company benefit off the shell or like another person like you? I mean, you know what? Maybe the idea is that the person didn't do anything. They're just like they're waiting for the greater fool, right? Which I guess I can agree with. I get that. Oh man, I don't remember the last time, man. I actually spoke with someone about crypto outside of crypto. Actually, it's a lie. No, I do. The other day I went into a watch store with a buddy of mine. Shout out to the Limes. And we were just, in the store trying on some watches, and the guy starts asking us like, "Oh, like, where do you guys work?" And I go on with the spiel, and by the way, depending on like, I guess my kind of mood, it depends on what I say. Like, I nowadays I like to say that I tell people that I work in tech, like like fintech, because I feel like if you lead with like, "Hey, I work in crypto," I don't know. It just doesn't sound good. It's horrible. It just doesn't sound good. So I've tried leading with I work in tech, and I don't know. The guy, hold on, let me see. I think I saw a comment. How's it going, Fuse? How you doing, brother? But yeah. So the guy asked me where I work. I told him I work I told him I work in blockchain technology, and I was trying to explain to him kind of like, yeah, like I do community at a blockchain company. We create a blockchain, right? And the guy's like, "You create a blockchain? Like, what is that?" Like, I think he knew about Dogecoin and stuff like that. But when he heard that like our company like creates a blockchain, I think that like kind of I couldn't tell if he was impressed or if the guy was looking at me like I was an idiot. It's like, what are you talking about? And that's why I feel so weird explaining to people what I do. I mean, my family barely knows what I do, right? Barely knows what I do because of how complicated this stuff is. That's kind of why I like YouTube, Yo, we're very early, dude. I tell you, it's but I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this: like, do you think at the end of the day that like people are like the average person's really gonna know or care about the blockchain, the infrastructure, the layer twos, the scaling, and all this, like the nodes, the validator. Like I'll be honest with you, dude. I'm very convinced that like we're like, let's say again, take where I'm working at, right? Like off-chain labs. I'm very convinced that like no one, at the average dinner table is ever gonna know what off-chain labs is. And to be fair, they probably shouldn't, right? Because we don't build things for like the front-facing person, the individual, right? We build it for developers at the end of the day. Like to me, it's like if anything's gonna be front-facing at a dinner table, maybe it'll be Uniswap, maybe, because like you could look at that as like, okay, like that's equivalent to like a TD Ameritrade, you know? But like an off-chain labs is equivalent to like what TD Ameritrade maybe uses in the back end. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Yeah, no, exactly. Right, exactly. But to them, the blockchain tech will be like, who knows what it is? It's just this thing on the computer. So they're not gonna know the difference between the Solana or an Ethereum. Or they're not gonna care. You know. So I don't know. That's why I've been leading with like, I work in fintech, and that's it. You know. As crazy as it is. But it's just so funny. Like when people ask me that, I'm just like, oh man, like how do I lead? I'm like, I always like, I hesitate for a second, and I feel like when I do that, people know that I'm about to say some weird shit. You know? Oh man, dude, that shit's hilarious. But yeah. Besides that guy though, I don't think I've spoken to anyone else about my crypto stuff. Because frankly, like whenever I do talk to Web2 people about crypto, it's always like, it's always about price, number one, and number two, they always ask like, oh, okay, like what should I invest in? And I'm like, dude, like, what do you want me to tell you? Like I can just list you off my bag if you want, No, I wouldn't do that. But it's just so funny, dude, because I'm like, yeah, we'll see. It's just one of those things, right? Where it's like, to me, it's always top of mind. To me, I always feel like it's relevant because I'm working in it. But dude, if you think about it, crypto has not been relevant for the past I don't know, year, 2 years maybe. Broader public, I'm saying, ever since like the peak. And then whenever it does come board, whenever it does kind of come to light in the general public, it's always obviously a bad thing, right? I think, the most recent one was like Mr. Beast was using it. It was using a platform that was, I think, issuing NFTs as gifts or something like that to people. And like one gamer who was part of like that cohort got pissed off because he didn't realize NFTs were involved. And it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, that's the other thing, dude. God forbid someone, like I tell someone I'm into crypto and like they come at me with the whole environment thing. I can't, dude. I don't know if I'll be able to hold myself. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, as soon as they heard the word crypto, blockchain, it's a shame, man, I think maybe the way crypto blockchain, whenever it breaks into not even Web 2, it breaks into like just general, infrastructure. Web 2, whatever. To me, like it's two things. Number one, just abstract it away as much as possible, right? Like, I don't think you even necessarily need to have like NFTs representing digital items. I don't think like even that may be too front facing, but just but you could have like blockchain like ledger technology in the background somehow, depending on what you're doing. But if not that, then I feel like the other way is, I'm just trying to think. I think I just lost it. Just like I don't know. I was just saying that like it just needs to be abstracted away as much as possible, right? Like, again. Do I know like how like the underlying technology of like freaking like the phone works when I call people? No, like I don't even know what that's called. Right? Like it's like all I know is that I put it to my head and that's it, right? But I think if anything, it may need a rebranding. That's what I was gonna say, a rebranding. Kind of similar like how like nuclear energy, right? Like no one likes the sound of nuclear energy. But if you rebrand it, I think they were actually trying to rebrand that too at some point. Like I forgot what it's called, man. But I think at some point that they did kind of rebrand nuclear, like that whole industry, just to make it sound a little more like appealing. But I think rebranding could help, and maybe just like explaining to people like at the end of the day, it's like it's not that NFTs take up like kill the environment and take up all the energy. It's just another thing taking up energy out of your day. It's like the lamps that you use, the water that you use. It's like, obviously water is more important than NFTs, but like, again, it's as simple as something that you don't necessarily need taking up energy. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's just, I want to make a video about it soon, actually. I just have to like kind of piece all the things in my head together. You say we will pay robots with crypto sometime in the future is my guess. Yeah, dude. Like, I could see it. And again, listen, dude, I'll be honest with you, like, obviously, like kind of like the, I think like the whole coin, the crypto part of the blockchain, like this, like the crypto coin part of blockchain, whereas right now it's like the front facing part of crypto and blockchain technology. That stuff to me will always remain like people like us, where like, people that really care, really want to learn about it, stuff like that. You're never gonna have a grandma or a mom or dad, or you're never gonna have any of those guys like hopping onto logging into a MetaMask and start trading shit. And I'll be honest, you don't want that, right? Most people can't handle the ups and downs of the market. They really can't. Those guys will experience it through some sort of app that they use every day that has, again, like I said, blockchain abstracted somewhere deep inside of it. That's how crypto scales. I'm sure, I feel like many people have said that before, but that's definitely how crypto scales. I mean, and obviously in places where people need actual control over their assets, right? In the US, we don't really need it. Maybe at some point we will, but like, in countries where inflation's out the ass, the local currency, and maybe like they're at risk of actually having their stuff seized from local governments, that place, crypto is actually useful today. Like literally, it's actually useful. Low cost, safe, secure blockchains that can't be brute forced by governments, right? It's crazy, man. Like that and this is why I think crypto just needs to be explained better to people. That's it. Obviously, the media will always be negative about it. It is what it is. But like coming at people and expecting them to just gamble on these things, that doesn't make any sense, dude. Yeah, dude. So they're related to the internet, man. Like, yeah, again, people always compare it to like the .com bubble, right? It's like we're only using them to trade, right? But nowadays, look at this shit. Like we're literally using the internet right now, right? I mean, again, I don't know exactly how like apples to apples comparison that is, but this is the same reason why I still work in crypto, right? Like, don't get me wrong, dude. Like, I feel like it's being on crypto Twitter and obviously like seeing what we see day to day. I think it's pretty easy to get lost and like forget the true power of what crypto can give besides just degenerate money making. But I think it's important to remember that, like we do this shit for a reason, right? I'm sure multiple reasons. And to me, part of that is definitely just like, just like knowing that you own some shit, bro. Think about it, 2023, like what do you actually own? Right? Like, we're getting philosophical here, but for real, like what do you actually own in 2023? I mean, don't get me wrong, like you own like your physical belongings, you own, yes. But take like an Xbox or some shit, like a PS3 or whatever, or like your gaming console, literally gaming console. Almost every console now makes you download games. Like what do you think happens if you like install a mod or something like that? Or let's just say, I don't know, like you do something that like that game publisher doesn't like. Dude, they're axing your shit. Like, doesn't matter if you had 10 games on Xbox downloaded. They're wiping it. Like, so you don't own, you never really own the games to begin with, right? And then if you don't have any games in your Xbox, what good use is the Xbox? It's just crazy, bro. And then if you think about it really philosophically, let's just really get for a second. If you can't defend the things that you own and yourself, like how permanent is that, right? Like I have my phone in front of me, live streaming with this thing, right? If someone tries robbing me from my phone, that's it, it's gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going too deep, dude. You will own nothing and be happy. Bro, listen, I think that was, what's his name? That was like Confucius? No, it wasn't Confucius. That was like, I think that was like a Buddhist thing, right? Bro, for real, like, the happiest people own less. Shout out to Biggie, bro. More money, more problems. And it's funny because I feel like I feel like, you know, it's crazy because getting into crypto, especially back in 2017, I remember, bro, like I rode the wave, dude. I went from like 1K, it's like 100K straight up. I didn't sell anything, by the way, so SEC, don't get me. I rode it all the way back down. But I just remember the feeling that I got. Like when I made all, like when I thought I made all that money, when I looked at my Bittrex account, I'm like, holy shit, 100K. And I remember feeling nothing. Literally. All my life I thought maybe I'd feel like this crazy joy and stuff from all this money. But that was the day I truly realized, brother, like money really cannot get you happiness. Like it'll get you content. You can buy a thing here or there, but in all reality, bro, like happiness is you need self-fulfillment, man. That's why low key. That's why I love this content creation shit, dude. I love just throwing something out there, seeing people just riff on it, even if they don't like it. Right? Just a riff on it. I love it. I feel like I'm doing something, creating something, dude. Ah, the World Economic Forum. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. They did say that. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, dude. I do remember that. But okay, to be clear, like that's horrible that they said that. You will own nothing and you will be content. Like I don't know if I would have said it like that, but like I definitely think there's something to be said about teaching people that less is more. But it's hard to do that in a capitalist society, right? Like, I mean, capitalist society as America is. Now, I'm not saying that I'm against capitalism, but I feel like for a lot of people, it's hard to come to terms with knowing that you don't need all that much unless you already have a lot. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like you don't have a lot yet, like if you're kind of just on the come up, then that kind of contributes to the hunger and like, you know, the motivation to make it. Whether it be as a content creator or as a person in your or in your own field, whatever, right? That contributes to it. But then I feel like the real hunger though is once you realize that material items can't satisfy your, you know, that hunger. And then more than anything, it's just intangible things, right? For a lot of people, right, it's like views, I don't know, connections, stuff like that. But dude, yeah, fulfillment is big, man. You know. Appreciate you, Fuse. Appreciate it. I try, bro. I try. You know, low key trying to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? And I realized, bro, from the very jump, and I think that this is the cool thing about this. Low key, I kind of like YouTube for this, but I kind of don't, because like you see, like I think I have like 9K subs, but like the views are like nowhere near that, right? And that's just because like the algorithm really kind of caters to consistency, and obviously 2 years to not post is not that consistent. But in a way, I kind of like it. Like it almost would have been weird if I had come back and like everything was the same in a way, you know. Like, you know, again, like I mentioned, the hustle's cool, man. I like it, you know. I think at some point I realized that like low key there is no real end goal to all this. You just do it, bro. And like, you know, like the goal is the journey, bro. The journey that you have along the way is the goal. Like this live stream, like I love it. This is why we do it. Whether there's 1, 2, or 300 people, it doesn't make a difference. You know, that's why I love it, bro. You know, and I think knowing that is key. I think knowing that is key because in that case, then like no one can take anything away from you, bro. Like now, if you take my phone away from me, then maybe yeah, that's a good point. You gotta fall in love with the grind, bro. You know, that's what I would say. That's what I would say. Are you into crypto like full time as well, Fuse? Or are you just kind of like dabbling with like the tokies, you know, on the side? I feel like there aren't that many people that do both, you know. Oh, you are? Okay, there you go. Full time. Oh shoot, nice. Wait, where at? Can I ask? Oh, really? Last year? Oh, that's dope, dude. That's so cool. Was the last year? 2 years ago. A year, probably two. But yeah, a year or two ago. I forgot. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. Posting about DeFi. No, 2 years. 2 years, dude. That was in Polygon days, dude. That was when Polygon was the only alternative. BSC, stuff like that. That shit was crazy. Dude, that was nuts. I remember that too. Wow. And it's really cool, right? Like how you can just like the space, if for you know, if nothing else, the opportunity is just so much opportunity to make it, dude. Oh my god, the pudgies, dude, don't even started. Dude, the pudgies. I'll never forget someone just comes into the Discord and just like messages us, "Hey guys, I found out about this new project, Pudgy Penguins." And they were just like eggs, right? When they were so cheap. Damn, dude. Yo, shout outs to you, by the way, for being around for so long. Like, I'm sure, like, dude, this past bear market has really kind of kicked a lot of people to the curb. It's funny because like I don't even think about it that much, but like if I wasn't working this entire time, like at a crypto based project, I would hope that I'd still be in the industry too. But a bear market really does shake people out, you know. Literally just day in day out, down down down, you know. That's why I think it's nice, like people say like they're in for the tech. That's why I think it's good to work in crypto, because that way you're actually in it for the tech, and now you get a paycheck, right? But Tokis are like kind of like a little side thing. These airdrops saved me, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. You know what's funny? I almost didn't get any. I think like did I get any? I don't think I got any. That's dope. Wait, but you never said wait, which project you work at though? It's funny because I met a couple people actually in person, and they didn't say it was because of me, but like, I met people where like, early on they weren't into crypto, they were in TradFi, and then they kind of came in, you know? Oh, okay, you don't work in, okay, I was gonna say. I thought you said you did. Yeah, dude, it's tough, yeah, dude. And this is what I'm saying. I feel like the opportunity is just insane in this space. Like, I would have loved to have made content between now and 2 years ago, but like, I have so much more of an understanding of the industry now that I've worked in it, and like I'll tell you, like, I definitely just got to do like story times and shit like that maybe one day, just about like, not necessarily like what like not specifically what I've learned, but like without the names. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because my eyes have opened up so much ever since I started working in this space versus just making YouTube videos. That's good though that you've been learning about the space, dudes. Because I'll be honest, like that's the biggest thing. Like, again, between now and 2 years ago, it's crazy to me how there's still no content. Okay, maybe there is that I just haven't seen them yet. But I've been very hard pressed to find really, really good just technical content. Like technical content that can break it down for the layman, right? Content that just doesn't just talk about the price. And that's like, I think I mentioned it in another video, but I'll probably say it here too. Like, I'm definitely not trying to like bring like token price or anything like that into any videos like at all anymore. I realized in like some of my last videos I did that a little bit, especially with NFTs, obviously, but I can't, dude. Like, to be honest with you, like, if you guys knew my situation, like, you would never want to take financial advice from me. So. So I'm just not gonna touch it. I'll just talk about the tech, and even some of that, like like anyone else, I'll get things right, I'll get things wrong, whatever. But it's just so much stuff that people should know that just don't know. Like, for example, I made a video about MakerDAO moving to Solana the other day. No one was talking about that. That's insane to me. That's such big news. Like, this huge Ethereum protocol wanting to make the jump to an alternative chain. It's crazy to me how no one really picked that up, and a slew of other things that people are talking about. So a lot of boys nowadays, the amount of things going on from influencers. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you're right, dude. I know, and the Solana boys did love it. They did. Loki, I'd like played them off in the comments. There was a bunch of shillers. So I'm like, no, hold on, guys, hold on. Oh man, but you're right. A lot of CT influencers got wrecked. A lot of YouTube influencers got wrecked by CT guys. Like BitBoy, oh my god. I didn't watch that video where he was like kind of confessing and stuff, but my God. That's the problem, dude. Like, to me, it's like, that's why that's why I made I made the other video the other day talking about why it's hard to make crypto content. Because it really, it's just so hard to stay like mentally focused and like aligned, if that makes sense. I'm definitely looking for another word, but like, it's hard to be like unadulterated. Like, I remember when I first started making videos, man. I got reached out to by like this algorithmic trading group. I don't think any of you guys would remember this. But they just asked me to make a video on it. I'm like, yo, this is sick. It's the first time a company's coming to me and asking me to make a video for them. That shit was nuts, like blew my mind. And then after I made the video, I felt like a sick feeling in my stomach. I'm like, bro, like, why am I making a video about like algorithmic trading when I have no idea how this shit works? And you know, that along with a couple other videos made me realize that like, it's just not worth it, bro. Like, it's not worth selling out for a couple of bucks today. That'll potentially, like, you know, keep you from making, you know, 10, 20, 30x from that if you just stay the path, you know? And that's the hardest part, staying the path. You know what I mean? Yo, Jangle. So you're permissionless, dude. You're gonna go? I will see you there, sir. Make sure you, if you see me, let me know. You're authentic though, so someone wouldn't even care. You have it a lot, don't. Dude, I don't know, but like, I'm not saying, yeah, no, I appreciate you, by the way, thank you. But you know what it is, before, I was in a much better position before because I had the audience. So like, you know, again, I mentioned it earlier, but like you see the 9K views, the 9K subs that I have on this channel, they really don't mean that much. It really doesn't mean, like, because at the end of the day, like, all those subs were like from the bull market, right? And I think a lot of those people, A, aren't in crypto anymore, and B, probably aren't even notified by YouTube that I throw out some of these videos, right? And to be honest, like, my view has changed a lot since I've stopped making videos 2 years ago. Before, I was a lot more of like, and you know, I was an experimenter, I was a dibbler, I was a dabbler, you know, try different blockchains, didn't care. You know, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I definitely changed a bit. You know, obviously, like I'm a lot more Ethereum. I was always Ethereum aligned. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a lot more Ethereum aligned now. And you know what? I try to be honest with that in the videos because it's like why would I not be, right? But I will say I've gotten a lot of respect for the Solana bros, a lot of respect for some of the other alternative chains, because they do deserve it, definitely. Especially the Solana guys, they survived it, dude. I mean, FTX, all that other shit, like, they survived it. I ain't gonna hold you. Anyways, but no, yeah. Authenticity needs to be kept up, and I think proven over time. So we'll see. Like, because at the end of the day, I could be authentic, but if no one watches the videos, then who cares, right? But no, I appreciate it, dude. I definitely do. I think so, bro. I just want to be able to sleep at night knowing that the content that I put out, I can stand behind, you know? It's so funny because, like, yo, I saw a video of, like, BitBoy, like, on stage, and some lady was literally calling him out and, like, showed a picture of, like, the Zach XBT thread that someone that he wrote about him, like scamming people or some shit, and BitBoy just lost it. And, like, I would never want that shit to happen to me, bro. Like, I would, like, if anyone ever calls me out, I want to be able to just say, okay, word, like, that this is what I said, and I stand by that, right? So that's why, like, I try to be upfront, try to be straightforward with people. Obviously, not everyone's gonna like what I say, which is fine. But I just never want to come off as, like, someone just who you know, I never want to come off as inauthentic. I guess you're right. You're totally right. Like, life's too short just to fake the funk, right? I'd rather keep it a buck and, like, you know, I never said I know everything, but shit, I know a little bit. I know enough to know that I don't know everything. So yeah. But you know, and I think that's why it's nice to come to these conferences, because you do get to meet people in person again. You do get to talk to them, and that's partially, dude. Like, literally, like, that's why YouTube is great too. Because I can do it now, right? For example, like, I'm talking to you guys. Like, I literally don't talk to anyone else about crypto besides my work buddies, right? But that's it. So, like, it's always the same conversations, right? So sometimes it's nice to have, like, a little bit of a spice, you know? Oh, you don't like Ethereum? Why not? Oh, you like Solana? Okay. Why? You know, I love it. Yeah, dude. No, I tell you, man. So we'll see. That's why I'm mad excited for the this conference. I'm curious. Have you guys been to a conference before? Have you like a crypto conference? I feel like I feel like you have to go to one, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they are pretty expensive. Like, to be honest, this is actually the first time I think I've actually paid like entirely for a conference that I'm going to, and I don't know if I would do it again. It was a little bit too much, to be honest. That's why I'm really trying to make the best out of this week, but otherwise, like, that's why most conferences I've been to, or I used to host those meetups, right? Because they were free. I could just go to the city, hang out with people, and that's all we care about, right? But man, these conferences are no joke, bruh. Oh, what? You were hanging out with Truro at the Arbitrum event? Wait, which one? No way. Wait, which one did you go through? Maybe I saw you there too. Django, you went to Permissionless last year. Django was crazy, right? Was ETH Denver good? Because last year it was fire. I heard this year was also insane. It's crazy. Like, the bear market's still coming, but people are still excited. Now that I'm way more experienced, don't feel like a noob anymore. Bro, I DM you. Oh, really? Oh, wait, that sounds so familiar now, dude. I don't know. It's so funny. I don't even remember the last Arbitrum event. I feel like we threw it. Oh man. Yeah, dude. I would love to get that going again. I would love to get those going again. You know. We'll see. I definitely. It's nice because I think obviously you guys have seen I'm making a little more content now. Getting back in the groove of things. I would love for New York to be like another kind of great meetup spot. Because I don't know, like, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but are there still even any relevant crypto meetups happening? Like, it's literally as simple as just gathering in a park for like an afternoon. you know? Yeah, I remember for some of the first meetups, I would just show up and like I just look around and like just try to spot who was there for the actual crypto meetup, and you never be able to tell, right? Because it's literally people of all different like backgrounds and ages and shit. That's why I love it, man. I love it. Django said, okay, you said ETH Denver was great this year. I think Permissionless is even better though. Dude, Permissionless was crazy last year. I loved it. That's the only reason why, by the way, like I bought everything this time around to actually come. Last year, I kind of went with the company and all that stuff. This year, like I bought my stuff like literally almost like 8-9 months ago, so I almost forgot about it actually. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still kind of expensive. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna make the best out of it. Is the point? I mean, like I'm literally sitting here at a hotel like 7:45 at night. This is me making the best out of it because like I think I came too early. I think stuff actually starts tomorrow. So I'm like, I don't know, dude. You gotta look at the bright side of things. How much did you pay? Put it this way. I think in between the ticket for Permissionless wasn't bad because I got it really early. I got it I'll say it. I don't care. I paid about like $400 I think for the ticket, which isn't bad for a crypto conference for what it's worth. Because they do like a rolling thing where like if you get it really early, you pay like even cheaper than that. But if you pay like yesterday, you pay like probably over 1,000 or something like that. But what really cost a lot more than the ticket and the flight, was the hotels. The hotel stays is a lot. I mean, it's a nice hotel for what it's worth. If you look at it, actually, it's pretty nice hotel. So I'm up in here for like about 7 days or so. But that shit was expensive. Like the hotel alone, I think was like double the probably no. The hotel alone was probably double the cost of the flight plus the ticket. So, and what's crazy, dude? Oh my god! I thought I paid for it way back when, but when I checked in today, I think I paid for it now. So I'm like, no. Django said this year, last year, I bought tickets right when they came out. See, like 150 exactly. Like, bro, because and it's so smart because they increase the price every month or every couple weeks because they know people are gonna be late. They know it, right? And fuck, I mean, at least I got a little early for $400. I was hoping to flip it actually, but I guess that never happened. Yeah, yo, dude. I hope we cross paths too, dude. If you're in New York, then I'm sure you will actually, 100%. Damn, Django, you got a family over here, bro? Come on, man. I gotta find a family over here, man. I gotta bum a room or something. I didn't realize Austin was so expensive, dude. Yo, you know what's crazy, by the way? All right, this is a little separate, but still annoying. Tell me how like I'm hungry as hell. I got off the flight. I go to a place to eat, and I get it's like a sausage hot dog and like some fries or whatever. It's the most American thing you can get. And they have a 20% charge tacked in. It's built in. It says, and it's supposed to be like, oh well, we divided amongst the the staff and whatnot, but definitely feel free to tip as well. And I'm like, whoa, you want me to pay like 40% for the tip? 40% in total? Oh man, I thought New York was crazy, but there are very few places I see actually like building like what do you call that? Adding in a 20% gratuity and then asking for more. That shit was crazy, bro. That had me like, I was like, what? It was a good hot dog for what it's worth. Good sausage, but I don't know about a 40% tipping sausage though. That's fucked up, man. Yeah, but that's not right, bro. It's like talk about the fatigue. Like, bro, like, hey, you know what I always say, bro? I would much rather, like, if you're gonna add a 20% surcharge at the end of it, instead of making me feel like some sort of bozo for paying that plus more, I'll be honest, just make the food 20% more expensive, and then I'll just pay the tip, right? I mean, obviously in that case, maybe I just won't go because the place is too expensive. But like, dude, no offense, bro, but like, to me, it's not even about the money. It's about the meaning, bro. I'm looking for a different word, but it's about the principle. I'm not gonna be out here paying 30% extra, for just to eat out. I don't think anyone should expect that. That's crazy. That's nuts. Because I mean, listen, at a 20% tip, you got to be a good. I realize that not everyone sees eye to eye on this topic, so maybe I should. They gotta feed me the hot dog. They gotta feed it to me, bro. That's what I'm saying. Only place I tip 40% is a Waffle House. What? No way. You tip 40% of the Waffle. Hold on, bro. There's no way you tip 40% at the Waffle House, bro. I'm not saying the Waffle House isn't good. Waffle House is good. We got a Pancake House too, where I'm at. But 40%, dude. Just like Fusei said, bro, they better be feeding you that waffle. They better be feeding you the waffle and wiping your ass afterwards when you're in the bathroom, because that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, listen, like, maybe peak bull season crypto, maybe, but like, I don't want to be what do you call it? Prompted to tip that much. Like, let me tip that much if I want to tip that much. But to force a 20% tip, like, on top, like, to force a 20% tip, like, out the gate, then ask for more, that's crazy. That is nuts. That is crazy, bro. Where are we at as human beings, bro? Oh my god, that's insane. My coffee never gets empty at the Waffle House. Okay, well, that's different. Okay, that's fine, bro. That, I get it. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like this is definitely why I don't eat out. This is why I don't eat out that much. Like, low key, you can tell it's a bear market, because your boy's been cooking in. That's why this week, dude, I'm like, yo, you know what happened to me earlier, bro? I tried renting out a Lime scooter over here in Austin, and like, I did the most boomer thing, bro. Like, I didn't know how to take the kickstand off. So I literally spent 10 minutes, 5 minutes trying to take the kickstand off this Lime scooter. I definitely look like some sort of homeless person trying to break the Lime scooter. And then I get to my destination a couple blocks down the way, going to get a Starbucks. And there's no way for me to end the ride because I didn't download the app. Apple has these app clips that allow you to pretty much rent out a scooter without downloading the app. But in the same vein, there's no way to end the ride. So I'm like sitting there like an idiot, like trying to like tap the fucking scooter. I'm like sweating and shit because it's 100 degrees outside. I have to call Lime support, and the guy on the phone tells me, "Holy shit, you've been sitting there for 10 minutes," and mind you, it charges you, obviously, right? So I'm sure I had racked up like $20 or some shit, just for standing there. And the guy was like, "Damn, dude, this is crazy. Well, listen, don't worry, like, you know, I'm not gonna make you pay for it. That's insane." Dude, I never felt more grateful in my life. But man, dude, like I never felt like more of a boomer earlier today. That shit was insane. I don't know, man. I like the Lime scooters. I think they're nice. But in a way, I'm kind of glad they don't have them in the city. I think there'd be way too much of that. Way too much of people like swerving in and out like bees and stuff. They should have that shit in the conference though. No, that'd be a horrible idea. Imagine zipping from booth to booth on a scooter. Maybe if the arena is big enough. I don't know. Dude, I went off on such a tangent right there. All right, I'll probably end it here. They have been live for almost an hour. Fuse Jangle, I appreciate you guys for showing up. Everyone else as well, I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, I'll be in Permissionless, Austin, Texas. If any of you who watch this video afterwards are here as well, please let me know. Or just, I don't know, tag me on Twitter or something and let me know. I'll be walking around. I'll be mostly working throughout the time here, but I'll also be in the conference as well. So feel free to say hi, what's up, you know, hang out. Appreciate you, Fuse, for real. It's always a pleasure and a blessing to even be viewed by 1-2 people, bro. It really is. But yeah, that being said, yo, I'll see you next time. Hopefully I can do something tonight, bro, because I gotta make this shit worth it. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace out.